This lesson is part of our 5th grade Earth Science unit, Earth and Space Systems. Our learning target for this lesson is to identify the 4 main layers of the Earth and describe them. We'll be able to match the layers of the Earth with the characteristics that describe each layer. Let's take a look at the composition of the Earth. It may seem like the Earth is made up of one big solid rock, but it's really made up of a number of parts. Some of them are constantly moving. You can think of the Earth as being made up of a number of layers, sort of like an onion. These layers get more and more dense the closer to the center of the Earth you get. See the picture below to see the 4 main layers of the Earth: the crust, the mantle, the outer core, and the inner core. Let's learn about the crust. The crust is the thin outer layer of the Earth where we live. The crust varies from around 5 kilometers thick in the ocean floor to around 70 kilometers thick on land where we live, called the continental crust. Land is made up of continental crust and made mostly from a rock called granite. The layer beneath the ocean bed is made of oceanic crust. It is made mainly from a rock called basalt. The mantle. The mantle is Earth's second layer. The mantle has 2 main parts, the upper mantle and the lower mantle. The upper mantle is attached to the layer above it, the crust. Together, the crust and the upper mantle form a fixed shell, which is broken into sections called tectonic plates. Directly below the upper mantle is a less rigid and even warmer area. Here, the temperatures are so high that the rock can melt into liquid. This makes it soft enough to move, which pushes the plates above. Now we will look at the outer core. This is shown in red in the diagram. The Earth's outer core is made up of iron and nickel and is very hot. It is between 4,400 and 5,000 degrees Celsius, which is equivalent to more than 9,800 degrees Fahrenheit. This is so hot that the iron and nickel metals are liquid. The outer core is very important to the Earth because it creates something called a magnetic field. The magnetic field the outer core creates goes way out into space and makes a protective barrier around the Earth that shields us from the sun's damaging solar wind. Inner core. The Earth's inner core is made up of iron and nickel, just like the outer core. However, the inner core is different. The inner core is so deep within the Earth that it's under immense pressure. So much pressure that even though it is so hot, it is solid. The inner core is the hottest part of the Earth, and at over 5,000 degrees Celsius, it is about as hot as the surface of the sun. Let's review our learning target. The thin outer layer of the Earth that we live on is the mantle, tectonic plates, inner core, outer core, or crust. The correct answer is E, crust. Number 2. The second layer of the Earth that has an upper and lower part is called the A, mantle. Number 3. The layer of the Earth that is made up of liquid iron and nickel is called the D, outer core. Number 4. The layer of the Earth that is under so much pressure that the very hot iron and nickel is solid is called the C, inner core. Number 5. Together, the upper mantle and the crust form a fixed shell, which is broken into sections called B, tectonic plates. You may now click Next to take the quiz for this lesson.